Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be learning another method. We've worked a little bit on this in class, but I want you to do some practice at home with your flip notebook so that we can get better at this. We're going to be learning a lot more multiplication coming up, and I really want you to be solid in a few of the strategies. So let's take a look at what we call the matrix method of multiplication. Now, we have done this in class a few times, so today would be a really good day for you to review this video, practice it, and do the work in your book and bring it to class tomorrow. So when you do the matrix method, really what you're doing is you're breaking all the numbers apart by place value. So for example, if our problem is 53 times 27, we're going to go ahead and let me grab a different color here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to break that number right there. 53 is going to be broken between the 5 and the 3. When you break a number at the place value, you have 50 and you have 3. 50 plus 3 equals 53. Then we're going to go ahead and break the 27, and that will give us 20 times 7. 20 and 7 is 27. Once you have the numbers broken apart and you have them placed on this matrix, then we simply use the grid to help us know what to multiply. So we take and we put our fingers on the numbers together. When these two numbers come together, the 50 and the 20, we multiply 50 times 20, and what do we get? 1,000. Then we bring the 20 all the way over here, times the 3, and what do we get? 60. 20 times 3 is 60. Then we take the 50, bring it all the way down, and 50 times 7 is 350. Then we take the 3 times the 7, bring it to here, and we have 21. Now when we get this matrix filled out, there's only one step left, and that step is to add all 4 of these numbers together. So I'm going to go ahead and let me change this back to black where you can see it a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and add these 4 numbers together. So I have 1,000, I have 350. Make sure that when we add, we're lining our numbers up at the end. We have 60 and we have 21. We add those numbers together. Carry the 1. So our answer to this problem is 1,431. That is how we do the matrix method. Now, I know I've been over this in class a few times, but I want you to really get a good explanation of it and to get good practice at it. So let's go ahead, and if you haven't already done so, you could have wrote this in your vocabulary section. But we're going to flip back over to our practice section now. If you didn't write it, don't worry about it. Okay, we're going to go right into our practice section. So make sure you have your flip notebooks open. We're going to work on these together. Okay? Your first one is 96 times 18. Now I know that in the matrix method, I split the numbers right on the place value. So I have 90, and I have 6, and I have 10, and I have 8. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the 90 times 10 and put the answer in this first box. 9 times 1 is 9, and then I add 2 zeros, so our answer is 900. Then I take the 6 times 10. I know that's 60. Then I take the 90 times 8. Okay, 9 times 8 is 72. Add a 0, 720. Then I take the 8 times 6. 8 times 6 is 48. Okay, so your job now is simply to add these numbers together. So I'm going to take the 900, add the 720, the 60, and the 48. Remember, when you line these numbers up to add, make sure that your ones column is all lined up straight so that we don't mess up our addition. Add those numbers together. Okay, the 1. Our answer is 1,728. Okay. Matrix method is pretty easy because it's a lot like the break apart method, only we're doing double digit by double digit. What's nice about the matrix method is not only can you use it when you're doing double digit by double digit, but if you come across a problem that has a 3-digit number in it, you can still use the matrix method, just simply add another row to your matrix. So if I have 242, I'm still going to divide that based on place value, but now I have three different place values. I have hundreds, I have tens, and I have ones. So here you'll notice I have three columns for hundreds, tens, and ones. So let's break this 242 apart. So that gives me 240 and 2. 242 is right here. Then I have 18. 18 breaks down into 10 and 8. Same thing applies. You simply go through and do the math and then add everything together. 200 times 10 we know is 2,000. 200 times 8 we know is 1,600. 40 times 10, 400. 40 times 8, 320. 2 times 10, 20. And 2 times 8, 16. Now we just have to simply add 6 numbers together instead of the 4. So let me see if I can find some room. I'll try putting it up here. Okay, we're going to add 2. Well, actually, we can add these together straight down here, and then let's add across. So here we have 3,600. If I add these two together, if I add these two together, I have 720. If I add these two together, I have 36. Now let's add those numbers together. That'll be a little bit easier. Six, 5. So our answer to this problem is 4,356. Do you see how I solved that? I did the exact same thing up here as I did down here, but when I came to adding them together, I added these together, I added these together, I added these together, and then I just added all of those together right up here. Okay? That makes this method pretty easy and simple because you follow the same steps. No matter how big your number is, your matrix might just get a little bit bigger than it did with a 2 by 2. So now it's time to practice on your own. Go ahead and open your practice books, again, to a new page. And these are your problems for tonight. 86 times 52, 73 times 15, 25 times 31, and 251 times 47. Go ahead and solve these problems, and as always, please make sure to write down any questions that you have, because I will go over them tomorrow in class. Have a good evening.